Palmas ground, Alaska 3348 taxi to the gates. Taxi to gate Pocket 18 Alaska 3348.
Qantas Tower, good morning, speedbird 84904 is on final for 21 right. Cleared to land on 21 right, speedbird 84904.
Cleared for pushback Saudia 8049er. Palmas ground, Saudia 8049er ready for taxi.
Continue taxi Condor 3873.
Taxi to 21 right Saudia 8049er.
Palmas ground, speedbird 84904 taxi to the gates. Taxi to gate Tango 01 speedbird 84904. Palmas Tower, Condor 3873 ready for takeoff on 21 left.
Cleared to land on 21 right Lufthansa 49er80.
Palmas clearance, good morning, Condor 47905 ready for pushback at Papa 14.
Cleared for takeoff on 21 left Condor 3873.
Cleared for pushback Condor 47905. Palmas ground, Condor 47905 ready to taxi. Taxi to 21 left Condor 47905.
Palmas ground, Lufthansa 4980 taxi to the gates.
Palmas Tower, Saudia 8049 ready for takeoff on 21 right.
Taxi to gate Papa 14 Lufthansa 4980.
Cleared for takeoff on 21 right Saudia 8049.
Palmas Tower good morning, Virgin 6606 is on final for 21 right. Cleared to land on 21 right Virgin 6606.
Palmas clearance good morning, speedbird 6281 ready for pushback of November 01. Request to cross runway 21 right. Continue taxi Condor 47905.
Palmas ground, Virgin 6606 taxi to the gates.
Palmas Tower, Condor 47905 ready for takeoff on 21 left. Cleared for takeoff on 21 left Condor 47905.
Palmas ground, Virgin 6606 requesting taxi to the gates.
Palmas Tower good morning, Ethiopian 7872 is on final for 21 right. Cleared to land on 21 right Ethiopian 7872.
Cleared for pushback speedbird 6281.
Palmas clearance good morning, FedEx 7107 ready for pushback at Tango 15. Cleared for pushback FedEx 7107.
Palmas ground, speedbird 6281 ready to taxi. Taxi to 21 left speedbird 6281. Palmas Tower good morning, Kestrel 2048 is on final for 21 left. Cleared to land on 21 left, Kestrel 2048.
Palmas ground, FedEx 7107 ready to taxi. Taxi to 21 right, FedEx 7107.
Taxi to gate November 01 Virgin 6606.
Palmas, Ethiopian 7872 taxi to the gates. Taxi to gate Tango 15 Ethiopian 7872.
Palmas Tower, speedbird 6281 request to cross runway 21 right. Continue taxi speedbird 6281.
Palmas clearance good morning, Super Green 2573 ready for pushback at Parker 32.
Palmas ground, Kestrel 2048 taxi to the gates.
Cleared for pushback Super Green 2573.
Palmas Tower, speedbird 6281 ready for takeoff on 21 left. Palmas ground, Kestrel 2048 taxi to the gates. Cleared for takeoff on 21 left, speedbird 6281.
Palmas Tower good morning, Blue Panorama 979 is on final for 21 right.
Palmas ground, Super Green 2573 ready to taxi.
Cleared to land on 21 right, Blue Panorama 979
Taxi to 21 right Super Green 2573.
Taxi to gate Papa 32 Kestrel 2048.
Palmas clearance good morning. Jet Connect 9349 ready for pushback at Tango 09. Cleared for pushback Jet Connect 9349.
Palmas Tower good morning, US Air 1280 is on final for 21 left. Cleared to land on 21 left US Air 1280.
Palmas ground, Blue Panorama 979 taxi to the gates.
Palmas ground, Jet Connect 9349 ready to taxi. Taxi to 21 right, Jet Connect 9349.
Palmas Tower, FedEx 7107 ready for takeoff on 21 right. Taxi to gate Tango 09 Blue Panorama 979 Cleared for takeoff on 21 right FedEx 7107.
Palmas clearance good evening, Aero Mexico 14905 ready for pushback of November 03. Cleared for pushback Aero Mexico 14905.
We hope you enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we want to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
Palmas Tower good evening, Air China 5106 is on final for 21 right. Cleared to land on 21 right Air China 5106.
Palmas ground, US Air 1280 taxi to the gates. Taxi to gate November 03 US Air 1280. Palmas Tower, US Air 1280 request to cross runway. Continue taxi US Air 1280. Palmas Tower, Super Green 2573 ready for takeoff on 21 right.
Palmas clearance good evening, Martina 59081 ready for pushback of Tango 14.
Cleared for takeoff on 21 right Super Green 2573.
Cleared for pushback Martina 59081.
Palmas Tower good evening, Alaska 3572 is on final for 21 left. Cleared to land on 21 left Alaska 3572.
Palmer's ground, Air China 5106 taxi to the gates. Palmer's ground, Martina 59081 ready to taxi. Taxi to 21 right Martina 59081. Taxi to gate Tango 14 Air China 5106.
Palmer's clearance, good evening, iFly 3607 ready for pushback at Qatar 12. Cleared for pushback iFly 3607.
Palmas Tower good evening, Swiss 8348 is on final for 21 right. Cleared to land on 21 right Swiss 8348.
Palmer's ground, Alaska 3572 taxi to the gates. Palmer's Tower, Alaska 3572 request to cross runway. Palmer's ground, Alaska 3572 taxi to the gates.
Palmer's ground, iFly 3607 ready to taxi. Taxi to 21 right iFly 3607.
Taxi to gate Qatar 12 Alaska 3572.
Palmas Tower good evening, KLM 44904 is on final for 21 left. Cleared to land on 21 left KLM 44904.
Palmas clearance good evening, Qatari 8873 ready for pushback at Tango 02.
Palmas ground, Swiss 8348 taxi to the gates. Palmas ground, Swiss 8348 requesting taxi to the gates.
Cleared for pushback Qatari 8873.
Palmas clearance good evening, Alaska 3349 ready for pushback at Paka 18. Cleared for pushback Alaska 3349.
Palmas ground, category 8873 ready to taxi. Taxi to 21 left, category 8873.
Palmer's Tower, Martina 59081 ready for takeoff on 21 right.
Taxi to gate Tango 02 Swiss 8348.
Cleared for takeoff on 21 right, Martina 59081.
Palmas clearance, good evening, Caribbean 4049 are ready for pushback of Tango 07.
Palmas ground, Alaska 3349 ready to taxi.
Cleared for pushback, Caribbean 4049 er.
Palmas Tower, iFly 3607 ready for takeoff on 21 right.
Taxi to 21 right, Alaska 3349.
Cleared for takeoff on 21 right, iFly 3607.
Palmas ground, KLM 449 taxi to the gates. Palmas Tower, KLM 449 request to cross runway 03 left. Continue taxi KLM 449 Palmas ground, KLM 449 taxi to the gates.
Palmas ground, Caribbean 4049 are ready to taxi. Taxi to 21 right, Caribbean 4049 er.
Taxi to gate Tango 07 KLM 449
Palmas Tower, good evening, iFly 6980 is on final for 21 right. Cleared to land on 21 right, iFly 6980.
Palmas Tower, category 8873 request to cross runway 21 right. Continue taxi category 8873. Palmas clearance, good evening, Asia 6795 ready for pushback at Papa 22.
Palmas Tower, good evening, Super Green 7606 is on final for 21 left. Cleared to land on 21 left, Super Green 7606.
Palmas Tower, category 8873 ready for takeoff on 21 left.
Palmas Tower, Alaska 3349 ready for takeoff on 21 right. Cleared for takeoff on 21 right Alaska 3349er.
Palmer's ground, I fly 6980 on taxi to the gates. Palmer's ground, I fly 6980 requesting taxi to the gates. Taxi to gate Parker 18 I fly 6980. Palmer's clearance, good evening, Air China 7281 ready for pushback at Tango 05.
Palmer's clearance, good evening, Speedbird 84905 ready for pushback at Tango 01.
Palmer's ground, Super Green 7606 taxi to the gates.
Palmer's Tower, Caribbean 4049 are ready for takeoff on 21 right. Cleared for takeoff on 21 right Caribbean 4049er.
Cleared for takeoff on 21 left category 8873.
Palmer's Tower, Super Green 7606 request across runway. Palmer's ground, Super Green 7606 taxi to the gates.
Palmer's clearance, good evening. Lufthansa 4908 when ready for pushback at Cochrane 4.
Palmer's Tower, good evening, all Nippon 2872 is on final for 21 right. Cleared to land on 21 right all Nippon 2872.
Palmer's clearance, good evening, Asia 2107 ready for pushback at Papa 16. Palmer's Tower, good evening, Air China 9048 is on final for 21 left.
Cleared for pushback Speedbird 84905.
Cleared for pushback Lufthansa 4981.
Cleared for pushback Asia 67905.
Cleared for pushback Air China 7281.
Cleared for pushback Asia 2107. Cleared to land on 21 left Air China 9048.
Palmer's ground, Super Green 7606 requesting taxi to the gates.
Palmer's ground, Lufthansa 4908 when ready to taxi.
Palmer's ground, Speedbird 84905 ready to taxi.
Palmer's ground, Asia 67905 ready to taxi.
Palmer's ground, Air China 7281 ready to taxi.
Palmer's ground, Asia 2107 ready to taxi.
taxi, 21 right, Lufthansa 4981.
Palmer's Tower, good evening, all Nippon 17904 is on final for 21 right. Clear to land on 21 right, all Nippon 17904.
Taxi to 21 left, speedbird 84905.
Taxi to 21 right, Air China 7281.
Palmer's ground, ALL Nippon 2872 requesting taxi to the gates. Taxi to 21 left, Asia 67905.
Taxi to 21 right, Asia 2107.
Taxi to gate Papa 22 Super Green 7606.
Taxi to gate Tango 05, all Nippon 2872.
Hold position Lufthansa 4981.
Palmas clearance, good evening, Ethiopian 7873 ready for pushback of Tango 15.
Palmas clearance, good evening, Air India 9573 ready for pushback of Tango 08. Palmas clearance, good evening, Virgin 6607 ready for pushback at November 01. Cleared for pushback Air India 9573. Cleared for pushback Virgin 6607.
Palmas ground, Air China 9048 taxi to the gates. Palmas Tower, Air China 9048 request to cross runway 03 left.
Cleared for pushback Ethiopian 7873.
Continue taxi Air China 9048. Palmas ground, Air China 9048 taxi to the gates.
Palmas ground, Air India 9573 ready to taxi.
Continue taxi Lufthansa 4981.
Taxi to 21 left Air India 9573. Palmas ground, Virgin 6607 ready to taxi.
Palmer's ground, ALL Nippon 17904 taxi to the gates.
Taxi to gate Tango 01 Air China 9048.
Taxi to gate Papa 16 all Nippon 17904.
Continue taxi, speedbird 84905.
Palmas ground, Ethiopian 7873 ready to taxi.
Taxi to 21 left Virgin 6607.
Taxi to 21 right Ethiopian 7873.
Cleared for takeoff on 21 left, speedbird 84905.
Palmas clearance, good evening, all Nippon 1349 are ready for pushback of Tango 12.
Palmas Tower, Air China 7281 ready for takeoff on 21 right. Cleared for takeoff on 21 right, Air China 7281.
Cleared for pushback all Nippon 1349er.
Palmas Tower, Asia 679 request to cross runway 21 right.
Palmas Tower, Lufthansa 4981 ready for takeoff on 21 right. Cleared for takeoff on 21 right, Lufthansa 4981.
Continue taxi Asia 679
Palmas ground, all Nippon 1349 ready to taxi. Palmas Tower, Asia 2107 ready for takeoff on 21 right. Taxi to 21 right, all Nippon 1349. Cleared for takeoff on 21 right, Asia 2107.
Palmas Tower, Virgin 6607 request to cross runway 21 right. Continue taxi Virgin 6607.
Cleared to land on 21 right, Avianca 5280.
Palmas Tower, Asia 679 ready for takeoff on 21 left. Cleared for takeoff on 21 left, Asia 679
Palmas clearance, good evening. JetBlue 549 ready for pushback at top 26.
Cleared to land on 21 left, all Nippon 3106.
Palmas Tower, Air India 9573 request to cross runway 21 right.
Palmas clearance, good evening. Kestrel 2049 ready for pushback at Papa 32.
Palmas Tower, Virgin 6607 ready for takeoff on 21 left.
Cleared for pushback Kestrel 2049.
Cleared for pushback JetBlue 5495.
Continue taxi Air India 9573.
Palmas ground, Kestrel 2049 ready to taxi.
Palmas ground, JetBlue 5495 ready to taxi. Taxi to 21 right, JetBlue 5495.
Taxi to 21 right, Kestrel 27.
Palmas clearance, good evening. Blue Panorama 979 ready for pushback at Tango 09.
Palmas Tower, good evening. Qantas 8572 is on final for 21 right. Cleared to land on 21 right, Qantas 8572.
Palmas ground, Avianca 5280 taxi to the gates. Taxi to gate Papa 32 Avianca 5280.
Palmas ground, all Nippon 3106 taxi to the gates.
Cleared to land on 21 left, all Nippon 4348.
Cleared for takeoff on 21 left, Virgin 6607.
Palmas clearance, good evening. ABX 3981 ready for pushback at Tango 13.
Taxi to gate Papa 26, all Nippon 3106.
Cleared for pushback Blue Panorama 979
Cleared for pushback ABX 3981.
Palmas Tower, all Nippon 3106 request to cross runway.
Palmas Tower, Air India 9573 ready for takeoff on 21 left.
Continue taxi all Nippon 3106.
Palmas Tower, Ethiopian 7873 ready for takeoff on 21 right.
Palmas ground, blue Panorama 979 or 5 ready to taxi.
Palmas ground, Airways
Palmas clearance, good evening, US Air 1281 ready for pushback at November 03. Cleared for pushback US Air 1281.
Taxi to 21 right AVAX 3981.
Palmas Tower, good evening, all Nippon 64904 is on final for 21 right. Cleared to land on 21 right, all Nippon 64904.
Palmas ground, Qantas 8572 taxi to the gates.
Taxi to 21 left, blue Panorama 979 or 5.
Palmas Tower, good evening. AVIANCA 7980 is on final for 21 left. Cleared to land on 21 left, AVIANCA 7980. Palmas ground, all Nippon 4348 taxi to the gates.
Cleared for takeoff on 21 left, Air India 9573. Taxi to gate Tango 12 Qantas 8572.
Continue taxi all Nippon 4348.
Palmas clearance, good evening, Scandinavian 8607 ready for pushback at Parker 10.
Palmas ground, US Air 1281 ready to taxi. Taxi to 21 right, US Air 1281.
Cleared for pushback Scandinavian 8607. Palmas ground, Scandinavian 8607 ready to taxi.
Palmas Tower, Kestrel 2049er request to cross runway 21 right.